Get us started with opening remarks.
Yeah, we're really pleased. It's a time where we've asked for performance and action, and I think the players are giving everything, giving that. I think coming back to Drive Pink Stadium in front of our supporters, I thought the crowd tonight was sensational. There's a real enjoyment to our play, which I thought was really good. And what I asked them before the game is they've just got to keep believing. We know what it takes to win, and they've got to go out there and produce brilliant moments. And I think they did that in a first half where I said to them at half time that it's up to them whether if they wanted to win the game by 5, they could go out there and win the game by 5. If they didn't and they wanted to put the flip-flops on for the rest of the season and book their holidays, then they could decide that, because I thought that game was there for the taking. It was too many players probably seeing the spaces that they had, seeing the spaces and thinking about me rather than the team, with goals and fancy World Cup type passes. When in the second half I just told them just to play the ball easy. The first pass you see is the best pass. Play it easy, keep possession of the ball, and show a little bit more composure in our finishing. I thought we did that. So I think if I'm being thinking about how we can keep moving forward, that's a game I thought we should have run probably by another 2 or 3 goals. So we need to be more ruthless, and maybe 1 or 2 could have had 2 to 3 goals themselves. Thinking Gonzalo maybe, and maybe Lewis if that goal hadn't been disallowed. So you can obviously hear the atmosphere in the dressing room. It's been a long time since we've had that feeling, and we live to fight another day. We've got 3 games left now. We've got to keep believing. We've got to go to Atlanta and win, nothing else. And we've got the bit between our teeth, and we're enjoying the challenge at this moment in time. I think when we lost at Columbus, all of a sudden all expectation came off us, and we're playing with a total freedom. I think you can see that in our play, and I think we go to Atlanta with total freedom. They're the favourites for the game. They probably think they can win the game easily, and we will go there with the same mentality.
We'll start with questions now. Lauren first, then Michelle.
Thanks, Rafa. Hi, Phil. Congratulations. Tonight was our biggest win at Drive Pink Stadium. Can you talk about just the electrifying performance from the attack tonight?
Yeah, I think I want to talk about the supporters first and foremost, because I think you come out for a warm up, and maybe this is an American thing. And I was in the little room there, and I saw nobody in the stadium. And then when we came out for the game, I thought, wow, the stadium's filled up, and there was an atmosphere, there was a buzz there. I think they loved what they saw on Wednesday night, and they loved what they saw tonight. So I think when our players play in that kind of arena, I go back to the LA Galaxy game here, was my first experience of what this stadium can produce. It's like playoff type atmospheres, and players enjoy playing in that atmosphere. They have fun, and I can see a smile on the faces that they've not had that many smiles this season. So we've got a lot of great attacking players, and when they gel, when they click, they can score goals. And we've not done it enough this season. We've not been ruthless enough. We've not shown that quality that we've shown in the last 2 games. And a lot of people will take plaudits tonight, but I thought Pizarro was outstanding. Attitude in the last 2 or 3 days, sensational. And he deserved that performance tonight. When I was bringing on Julian and Sammy, I saw his little face look up at me as if to say, is it me coming off? But he deserved to stay on the pitch because he was so good tonight. So a lot of brilliant performances, but I thought Pizarro was probably the pick of the bunch in terms of his quality, the freedom in which he played.
Next question, Michelle.
I was going to ask about Pizarro, especially he raced down that ball at the very beginning to keep it in play, But since you already talked about him, can you just talk about, again, the pairing of the 2 brothers of Fede and Gonzalo, and just how that just seems to really keep worked again tonight?
Yeah, it did work. It worked again. And you think about when that ball came in the box, the last person you think can go and head the ball is Fede, because probably one of the smallest players on the pitch. But you think back to his goal against Philadelphia. Rose above everyone to score away in Philadelphia. His timing, his awareness, his experience. In a way, there's no way he should be starting a game of football, maybe at his age, but his enthusiasm, his experience, and his know-how. In these types of games, when it's about the quality, he makes other players around him better. He makes Gonzalo better, Luis better, Rodolfo better, Gregory, Jay Chapman, Blaze. So he's a sensational professional, and we are so happy to have him. And yeah. Gonzalo, I was going to take him off, but he looked like he was having that much fun, and he looked like he wanted to score more goals. And ultimately, I love it when the goal scorers score goals. You know, and what I said to him at the end was, when he played the pass through, I think, to Hooley for the 5th goal, is that it would be great for Gonzalo to play 10 and then actually run onto the pass that he gives, because his weight of pass is that good that he would love probably someone to play the same pass to him. And that's I thought he was world class, I've got to say. I know I've praised Pizarro and Fede, but ultimately when Gonzalo plays well, the team plays well. So we need him to have, you think about Wednesday night in Atlanta, we need him to be world class. We need him to be Gonzalo from Juventus, from Napoli, from Chelsea, from Real Madrid. We need that big performance, and as we do from all our big players.
Next question, Franco, then Steve.
Hey Phil, congrats on you guys outdid your record that you set on Wednesday for biggest win in franchise history. Only took 3 days. Just wanted to piggyback off Michelle's question on Gonzalo. In the first half, at least for me, he seemed a little bit anxious or eager, and things weren't coming off for him. And then in the second half, like you mentioned, the through balls, he also gets a great header for the winner. You know, what changed for him between the first half and the second half for him to be so much better in the second half?
Just before he went out, I just said to him, relax, because the first chance didn't go in, then he got frustrated. The second chance didn't go in, then he had a shot block when Fede just backheeled it to him, and the frustration that he had on his face was making him uptight. As a striker, you cannot be uptight. Defenders born to be uptight. They need to be on that edge of aggressiveness in terms of their intensity. Forwards need to be, you know, they have to have ice running through their veins. And I said to him, just relax, the goal will come, take an extra touch, make the extra pass, and he did that. He got his goal. What I love about his goal is how much it means to him and the team, and he goes off and celebrates with his little baby and wife, and I think that shows how much he cares. And what you don't realise about Gonzalo is that he is so sensitive for the team. He's so sensitive in the way that he cares almost too much, you know, and it takes him days to get over defeats because it hurts him that much. Because ultimately, when you're a DP, you carry the weight of the team, and he does, and he takes everything personal, and we've had to just totally work on him in terms of he can't win the games on his own, and he can't beat himself up, and he's just got to make sure that he's in the right moment, in the right space. And he was tonight, in terms of assists and in terms of headed goal from the Higuains tonight.
Next question, Steve.
I mean, just off the back of that as well, I mean, he's an experienced player, isn't he? That's played at some of the top. Does that surprise you that he still needs an arm around him, and you know, you got trying to cajole him when a guy's played at the highest level? It's, you know.
I think those old ones need a cuddle more than the younger ones. I've got to say, but it's right, because I think when you get to the stage of the career of say a Blaze and a Gonzalo or Ryan Shawcross, is that yes, you've been there and you've done it, but ultimately there are still, you know, and I learnt this at Manchester United, and when I went to Everton, the difference. And I used to say to the boys at Everton is that the best players in the world suffer from the same insecurities as some of the players that haven't got the ability to reach the top level. They get nervous for games. They suffer from dips of confidence. They don't like criticism. They're affected by criticism. So ultimately, I've seen both sides of it, where you see the best people in the world lose form, the best people in the world not being able to score goals, the best professionals in the world suffer a dip in confidence. So it can happen to everybody, and that's what makes us human beings. So when people say Gonzalo, you know, he's played at the top level, he's been transferred, he's played with the best players in the world, he has the same insecurities as any other footballer out there. When this team needs to win and the expectations on the team and things aren't going right, he suffers just as much. And that is something that until you've witnessed both, you don't probably understand, because you think best players have just got it all, but ultimately they have the same blood running through their veins, and they have the same types of feelings.
Next question, Jose.
This is about Pizarro.
No.
It's always about Pizarro.
Plenty of Pizarro already. I wanted to ask you about Juli, actually.
Okay.
You bring him on. It's been a tough season for him, but he
Yeah.
gets to score. Now you have a few games left, and as a goal scorer, when a goal scorer gets that first goal, they want to keep on going. How do you help him moving forward to be exactly the player that you need, especially in the second half for this team?
I think when you look at Julian Carranza, I think what you see is a really, really young boy that nobody thinks is a young boy. They think, oh, he was brought here for big money, he's got to go on the field, but he's a young boy that's still developing and learning in a different country. He's the only player in the whole of the MLS roster that I've had, from top to bottom, that's never came and banged on my door and said, why am I not playing? Come on, gaffer and boss. So his attitude's been phenomenal, and he's had some disappointments. We went to Toronto and I selected Robbie Robinson up front, and I could see the look on Juli's eyes. He was really upset, and we put him on. The other night when he was going on, I said, come on, goals tonight, think goals. And tonight he got his goal, and that will do him a world of good. And if we have any chance of getting the playoffs, we need to score probably 2 to 3 goals in every game from now to the end of the season. You think about New York City's won by 6 tonight. New England beat everybody by 6 every single game, it seems like. And Atlanta are a goal threat. So we're going to have to score 2 or 3 goals in every game. That means that we're going to have to do something and get goal scorers on the pitch. And he's one of our goal scorers.
Next question from the call, Kaylin Kyle from the broadcast booth. Cannot hear you, Kaylin. All right. Kaylin, cannot hear you. I'm muting you.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Phil?
Hi, how are you, Kaylin?
Oye, pero algo está pasando con ellos.
All right, we're going to go to the next question in the room. Didon.
Thank you, Rafa. Hi, Phil. This is about Pizarro. Also about Federico Higuain too, because you were just talking right now about needing to score a lot of goals in the next 3 games. And today you put Federico Higuain and you put Pizarro both from the starting lineup. I suppose that you were looking for more offensive game. Did you find it? Did you find what you were looking for with those two playing together today from the starting lineup?
Yeah, so quality that we've not probably had. So I had no doubt on Thursday morning. I had no doubt that Pizarro would start in this game. He's had to sit on the substitutes bench for the last 2 games. His attitude on Thursday morning made me pick him today, because I came in on Thursday morning and normally you would see somebody that was probably disappointed, down, and he was really, really upbeat. So straight away I knew he was going to start this game. I knew he was up for the battle. He trained well, and I keep saying it, he's a player that I believe so much in. He's a player that I think is so close to being up there with, you think of the boy at New England, Carlos Hill, the little boy that plays for New York City, those types of players that have had big impacts this year. And I think he's so close to that. I really do. And I think this club does believe in him. And I think he needs to start believing in himself a little bit more as well, in terms of the quality that he's got. Still, he can make a massive impact from now to the end of the season. And it's these games are really, really important for him. If he's not scoring, he's assisting. And I'm pleased with him. I'm pleased with his attitude. I'm pleased with his commitment to the team.
Did you see both together?
Well, good players like playing with good players. You think Gonzalo, the Higuain brothers and Pizarro together are really you just sit back and enjoy them passing the ball to each other. The ball sticks. The ball is the right weight. The ball is passed to the side of the defender that the defender can't get. There's no sloppy passes with them. So I always think that they're intelligent enough to pick up the spaces without actually being coached into where the spaces are. They have a knack of finding the spaces, and that's why we played Rodolfo off the left hand side, because we wanted Rodolfo and Fede to come in field and outnumber them in midfield. We didn't have unbelievable penetration on the left hand side apart from Brett once or twice, but we knew that we had that on the right, and the intelligence of them two you see them in the possession games. If they're on the same team, that team keeps possession more than anything. So we wanted that tonight. We knew that this stage of the season, you watched the Seattle Kansas game today, it was slower, it was less intense, there's a lot of fatigue in the league. So now it's about keeping possession of the ball. To keep possession of the ball, you need your best players, technical players on the pitch, and that's what we had.
Thank you, Coach.